All right. All right. All right. Welcome to the shit show. All right. It's Braves night up in here. We are playing the Royals. Audio vision. What's up, Mexican? For Golovkin, Kelly B, and Tejas is here. And that's a strikeout by Duffy. Leading 1 outs. We are and well, to keep an eye on the technical issues tonight. Had a slow start, but we are up now for now. But we got to make sure everything's firing on all cylinders with the playoffs just around the corner. Billy Hamilton batting now for the Braves. 0-1 count to Billy Hamilton. He fouls that off. Oh, well, Kelly, how did things go? Are you still working on that kidney stone? Hamilton puts a charge into that, but the outfielder will have that for out number 3. So our stream health is low tonight. So let's definitely get an audio visual check from the dugout as we are in a break. It sucks. Kelly, I'm sorry. It's harsh to hear. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a little break. Oh, by the way, that number is wrong on the screen. Let's go get our first subscription check of the night. There we go, 170 subscribers. And the A-Bomb hit 300, but then he lost one during the Falcons game. So I checked it today. He was at 299. So it's like you hit a big milestone and then it rolls back. You got to do it again. All right, more play-by-play reaction in just a sec. Good to be back. All right, the Royals are batting now. The count is 0-1. I'll get the scoreboard going here in a second. And welcome to the dugout, moderator at large, A-Bomb. You never know if he's in Chicago or up in the Georgia mountains or in the ATL or planning his next trip to the beach. Now, I have put in a vacation request for November 4th through the 8th. Producer Beth and I are going to try to take the new van out for a little camping. But probably going to be gone a day or two. All right. Julio Teheran is your pitcher tonight for the Braves. He's fouled off, still 0-2. Man, as soon as I renew my contract with WoW Internet Provider, I'm going to have a night like this where everything's a little slow. One and two. Yeah, not a great internet tonight. Bandwidth's a little bit slow tonight. So maybe we'll go with a kind of a bare bones scoreboard tonight. Oh, McCann thought that was a strikeout and threw it to third, but the ump called it a ball. How embarrassing, 2-2. Let's see where that pitch was. It's the correct call. McCann went ahead and threw it to third. And I'm really close to getting a scoreboard for you guys. Ah, come on, scoreboard. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's great. What in tarnation, folks? So that's going to be a walk. Royals have a runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the third, score is 1-0. And as soon as I finish this up, I'll be a little bit more on top of things. Now that's what I call a scoreboard. There's a base hit up the middle, so 2 on, nobody out for Kansas City here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, sorry for the late start, Danny, everybody. And I hope I can finish this because I think my internet provider is having a rough night tonight. 40 watches on, that is right. Mexican for Golovkin. I was talking to A-Bomb before the game. Actually, after the game had started, I hadn't gone on. He called me. I think he said Acuna's like 3 stolen bases away. A-Bomb's ragging on my lighting. Yeah, I'm at a different computer tonight. When I'm on the laptop, I guess the camera on the laptop needs better lighting. All right. 0-1. 2 on, nobody out for the Royals. Bottom of the third. A spiked seltzer. No, I'm not drinking a White Claw. And there's another base hit down the right field line. A runner will score 2-0 Royals. Now, producer Beth bought me a 6-pack of this beer. It's called Salt Life Lager. A little birthday present from the producer. Yeah, I'm drinking some Zimas. Well, Danny with the update on his grandfather's health. Man, that sounds rough. Aspiration pneumonia. Whew. Good luck there, man. All right, first and third, nobody out. Count is 1-0. Julio in a jam. That looked like that hit the corner, but that's called a ball, I believe. 2-0 now. Is this guy's name McBroom? What is this? McBroom is batting for the Royals. Julio kicks and fires right down the gullet for a strike. 2-1. Now, I read that Freddie Freeman is not playing tonight or tomorrow night, and that he is not traveling with the team. I understand that's inside. That is a hit batter. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Man, this is not the kind of form you want to see, as we should be hitting on all cylinders right now. That hit the batter right on the thigh. McBroom goes to first. But Freddie Freeman's got a sore elbow, and he stayed back to have that looked at and get treatment. He is expected to play in the Mets series, but unless something has changed since in the last 12 hours, Freddie Freeman not traveling with the team. Well, McBroom was just hit, so who is batting now? O'Hearn? I can't even see the fonts on this thing. O'Hearn. Welcome aboard, Stokes, to the dugout. We're stoked to have Stokes. Stokes. Fouled off. So the bases are loaded for the Kansas City Royals. Still nobody out. Bottom of the third. KC up 2-0. Count is 1-1 to O'Hearn. Julio takes a sign from McCann. Checks the runner. Kicks and fires. Downstairs. 2-0. Or 2-1. Bullpen is up for the Braves. Thank you, Kelly B. Absolutely crushed the like button. Smash it. 2-1 count. The pitch that is fouled off. 2-2. Julio's pitch count at 59. And we are sitting tight at 170 subscribers. But things are going to go nuts when we get in the playoffs. I think when the playoffs are done, A-Bomb's going to have about 500 subscribers. That's it in the left field. Duvall's got that. Runner tags and will score 3-0 Kansas City. All right, we got 4 or 5 likes now. Yeah, let's get some more likes. And I ran into an issue where likes probably would have made a big difference doing the Georgia game, because the YouTube was flooded with all those fake videos, live videos that say click the link in the description, and I couldn't get my show to show up high enough in the search results ahead of all that. So I think likes would have helped for something like that. And so when the playoffs come, it'll be very crucial that we get a lot of likes. Swing and a miss on the outside curveball. Good pitch. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Now, apparently in the state of Florida, there's a lot of free camping. You can go camping for free on these government land, wildlife parks, and some call it dry docking. Not dry, it's called boondocking or dry camping. Dry docking is a completely different thing that involves desecrating a toilet. But boondocking or dry camping is where you have no electricity, you have no running water, there's no amenities. There might be a campsite and a fire pit. That's about it. Welcome to the dugout, Alan Gregg. Yes, producer Beth, it's called boondocking.
Yeah, it's a Filipino term for boondock, means mountain.
Boondocking means mountains in the Philippines. Kind of like a rural area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here it means if you say you live in the boondocks, you live in the sticks, you live in the country, you live in a very rural area. Rural. So, yeah. Boondocking. Docks may or may not be included in the boondocking. But actually, there's some boat ramps and stuff. I don't have a boat. I wish I had a canoe or a kayak or something outside. Full count now. To Starling. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Let's get a double play, get out of this jam really quick. That Mexican with some controversial statements in the dugout. If Dansby doesn't get back on track going into the playoffs, he wants Hechavarria to start the Game 1. That is controversial because Dansby hasn't been the same since he's come back from his injury. He lost momentum, and he might not be healed all the way. But I want him to be in stride when we get to the playoffs. I could see him not starting though. It's not that crazy as it sounds. Maybe it's not unpopular, but it might happen, because it looks like Snitker he's willing to play who's hot, and he'll sit you down if you're struggling. Full count pitch, and there's a drive in a deep left field for the Royals. That's off the wall. How many runs will score here? 2 runs in. Throw over to third is thrown into left field, gets away from Donaldson, and another run will score. That clears the bases. Wow. 6-0 Kansas City. I need a drink. And here comes Snitker, the human peanut. Get that guy a jawbone. Or a jawline and a cheekbone. Kitty, don't climb up on the laptop, please. Uh-oh. Kitty's breaking things. Oh my goodness. All right. Do you like apples? Dry docking. Kitty, get down. Big boy. This guy. If the stream goes down all of a sudden, it's this guy's fault. All right, we are in a break. Well, Hechavarria is not a great offensive guy. So if we have to play him over Dansby, then that means there's a problem. And I don't mind having a defensive infield. You know, we've had a lot of guys over the years playing in the infield that had no bats whatsoever, but were good defensive players. So. AKA Xylo, how do you pronounce that? AKA Xylo, welcome to the dugout, AKA. Got some new blood in the dugout tonight, so make sure you go ahead and crush the like, crush the sub. And we're going to come back. We're going to get those runs back tonight. And we're already back. Grant Dayton is the new pitcher for the Braves. 12 games this year, a 2.61 ERA in 10 innings of play. Grant Dayton is your new pitcher for the Braves. Still just one out. I'm sorry, was that an inside the park home run, basically? Shit. That error to third was the... Are you kidding me? That can't be right. There's 2 away on the pop-up to Markakis. All right. 170 subscribers. Thank you very much. In addition to my channel, you want to subscribe to A-Bomb's channel. We'll be bringing you, as we have all season long, Atlanta Braves play-by-play reaction as we get ready for the playoffs. Danny lives in the boondocks. Let's go camping at Danny's yard. He's got a Dollar General, railroads, woods, farmland. Well, I guess it wouldn't technically be an inside the park job because if there's an error, I presume that was the error over at third. Oh, but man, that's still pretty harsh. Mexican for Golovkin with the update. Phillies officially eliminated from the playoffs. Oh, poor Phillies. So, what's my favorite team? AKA, it is the Braves. And that's going to be hit right over to our shortstop on the first for the out. And that's, I guess that's Riley sitting over there at first base now, with Freeman back in Atlanta getting treatment on his elbow. And that brings the third inning to a merciful end. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Bob. That cleared the bases, whatever it was. And I think I announced it during the play. And I guess I was in denial. I forgot. I was like, there's no way they all scored, but they did. Sergeant Gibby in the dugout. Welcome back, brah. We have lost all of our games to one of the worst teams in baseball. The Kansas City Royals? Yeah, we do need the wins, and we need the players to be hitting their stride right now. We want everybody to be doing well and playing perfect. What we're seeing tonight is not something I want us to show up to the playoffs with. We've only got 4 more games after tonight. All right, and the Braves are batting now. Ozzy Albies leading off. And do we just pull Markakis? Did someone just come out of the game for Atlanta? And Ozzy lines that into left field for a base hit. There's going to be a play at second. Throw is off the mark. A good throw would have got him, but not a good throw. It's a double for Ozzy. Double number 43 on the season for Ozzy. That curveball hung in the zone, and no problem for Ozzy. Freddie Freeman, in case you're just joining us, Freddie Freeman not in the game tonight. He stayed back in Atlanta for treatment on his sore elbow. Is expected to play the Mets when we start that series, I think, on Friday. And I bet A-Bomb has that game for you. The New York Yankees won and Tampa Bay won in the top of the 7th. Thank you for the scoreboard update, Danny. Donaldson pops that up 0-2. Top of the 4th, runner on second. Nobody out for the Braves. Down by 6. A-Bomb, I am not taking phone calls. Maybe I can give a link. Let's get a link to the Google Hangout session. No. Lately, I've been doing like when we did the Falcons game, A-Bomb, that was done on the laptop. It's Windows. I get a lot better control over the audio. So you're probably going to come in really loud here. We'll give it a shot. There is a link if anybody would like to join us on the play-by-play show. You'll instantly be transformed into a play-by-play reaction host. That's outside 2-2. Donaldson 0 for 1 tonight. And if you're watching on TV, make sure you sync us up. We're a little behind the live broadcast due to internet latency. Yeah, and smash the link to be on the show. Donaldson fouls that off. Boy, that scoreboard looks... Well, we had to go with a very simple scoreboard tonight because of the technical issues I had earlier. I just want to play it safe. 2-2 to Donaldson. In the dirt. Full count. We got 8 in the box. Welcome aboard, everyone. And just like the team, the broadcasters like myself want to be firing on all cylinders as we go into the playoffs. All right, Ozzy's on second. Nobody out. Pitcher taking too much time. Donaldson steps out. All right, getting ready for a special guest about to call into the show. If you have not subscribed to A-Bomb, he is sitting at 299. One more subscribe for A-Bomb gets him to 300. Donaldson looks ready. Duffy with the pitch. That's going to be pulled. Chopper, slow roller. The shortstop has it and throws him out. The runner cannot advance. Ozzy has to stay put there. So one away in the top of the fourth. Tonight it's Braves and the Kansas City Royals. Top of the fourth, Braves down by 6. Nick Markakis is your batter. That almost gets away from the catcher. Ozzy thinks about going to third, but stays put. All right. 1-0 to Markakis. And he gets a piece of that. That's drilled pretty far and deep off the wall. Ozzy will score. A double for the handsome terrorist. That is Markakis' 24th double of the year. And that was a inside heater, and Markakis turned on that. The Royals lucky that did not leave the yard. Adam Duvall now. Adam pops that one up shallow right field. Be out number 2. Runner stays put. Austin Riley batting now. He's getting the start at first with Freddie Freeman getting some treatment on his elbow. Big cut and a miss. No 1 to Austin Riley. That's fouled off. Boy. O2 pitch to Austin Riley. Fouls that off. What's the 4-man rotation we should go with for the playoffs? Well, I guess the neck. Max. Is Fultzy going to be in that? And then probably Julio. Markakis takes the lead at second.
I am now here.
And there is a pitch in the dirt, 1-2 to Riley. Welcome aboard. The legend A-Bomb is joining us on this show. Broadcaster extraordinaire. What's up, brother?
Well, thanks so much. I'm glad I finally got in. I think it was my fault, but enjoying this game. Excuse me. Atlanta just got on the board, and it's 6-1. And Riley is batting with a runner on second and 2 out.
Ooh. Riley having a hard time getting that big swing back.
Yeah, we don't even see him play that much these days. It's been a while since he's even been in a game. But man, it's good to be on your show. I am A-Bomb, host of Coast to Coast. Perhaps you've heard about that. Yeah, we're kind of a big deal on the internet these days. 299 subscribers strong.
And Riley's going to strike out there.
You're right. That's the end of the fourth.
Oh.
Yeah. End of the fourth for the Braves, that is. We head to the bottom of the inning. KC up 6-1 now. Braves creep just a little bit closer.
Man. Well, I was surprised to hear that Freeman did not travel with the team. I guess the elbow is worse than I had heard. I didn't realize it was such a problem for him.
He does have bone spurs in his elbow, and I suppose that means little bone fragments, maybe. I think that's what that means. And I guess that kind of floats around in your elbow, and it jacks with your joint, your elbow, and everything. So you're absolutely right. You know, that cannot be good. Hopefully these few days off will solve the problem.
Man, that would be a tough loss. We're just about to get in the playoffs, man. We can't have Freeman out. The team's not firing on all cylinders.
All right, it didn't seem like last week we were kind of concerned about Freeman's elbow, and he took like a day off, and then he came back into the game the next day, and we thought everything was okay, and then we hear this news.
You know, it's how are you playing? It's not whether you get 100 wins in the season. It's how are you playing when you get in the playoffs. I mean, that's true in football, baseball, and the last week is not what we want to see. We've been playing so awesome all year long.
That's absolutely right, Bone Crusher. We, we didn't think it was going to even come down to this, but now we're kind of fighting for our playoff lives. We hope we build the momentum up that we need as soon as we do hit that mark next weekend. And that 100-win mark, that's more of a psychological thing. It's not really important if we get 100 wins or not. It looks good, on paper, but it's not really that crucial.
Yeah, at this point, it'd be a vanity thing to get that 100.
Right, that's all it is.
All right, well, we're coming back to Kansas City now. The Royals are batting, and Dayton is still your pitcher for the Braves.
Paul Bird reporting from the sidelines. Goofy ass dude.
Yeah, you take a look at him, you could never imagine that he used to be a professional pitcher. He does not look like an athlete.
And he was actually with the Braves for a couple of years there.
The sideline reporter, Paul Bird.
And he reminds me a little bit of Kevin Nash. That look, personality, blonde hair. So yeah, I wasn't kidding. When I said your lighting looked better, I wasn't joking. I thought it looked a little bit better than the last time. Maybe it's because you've got a different camera up there, but whatever it was, we could see it a little better.
Good. Yeah, it is a different camera and a different place I'm sitting at in the house, so. All right. Bottom of the fourth now, 1 out.
And speaking of Kevin Nash, who doesn't like the song King of the Beach?
People haven't heard it, probably. Yeah, Kevin Nash is my neighbor, like two doors down from me, and he had the guy who plays guitar for Keith Urban actually record one of his songs, and some other artists are. So when I play his music like we did during the other game, it's most of it's not even him playing. He's the songwriter.
Definitely influenced by the great Jimmy Buffett.
I told him to give me some MP3s. I don't want him to sit there and try to play it off the internet. He needs to give me the MP3s. All right. Upstairs, 2-1. 1 out. All right. There's some pork chops ready up in here.
Damn, that sounds good. So what did you guys do for your birthday a couple days ago?
Not much. No, I don't even remember.
No restaurant?
No, definitely not. Unless you count Zaxby's. I had Zaxby's the day after to celebrate.
And, I've been out of vitamins for a good week or two, and I'm never usually out of them that long. I need to go ahead and get to the store and get some Centrum Silver right away. I mean, it's a great time to be silver. I'm 50. I mean, I can't buy those young man vitamins anymore. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, what do they put in that anyway to make it for old people?
You're right. Maybe there's a little bit of extra whatever that like brain power stuff is, and maybe like the prostate mineral. If you're getting the men's formula.
Prostate mineral. It's got more cranberry or whatever that is they use for prostate. Super beta prostate.
Right. I'm Larry King for vitamin C.
Larry King sells the garlic stuff on TV. And I don't know who Larry King was talking to, but the conversation went to health. He says, "Oh yeah, you gotta exercise." I'm like, dude, you look like a fossil. What are you talking about? You don't exercise.
Larry King for garlic. Keep you old forever.
If you're gonna have a health product and you want a famous spokesperson, and it's a health product, the last person on the face of this earth you want is gonna be Larry King. Are you kidding me?
No,
He's a dinosaur.
He lives very long.
Yeah. Oh, look at that decrepit old man. Look how old he is.
He's got the hunchback and the...
Yeah, he does.
when he's got that. Not only does he have the hunchback, but he's got the kind of, the minority hunchback and all that.
Minority hunchback. He looks like that guy from the Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah, the drummer.
Well, I mean, no, I guess what's the singer's name, or not the singer, but the guitarist's name? Everyone jokes about looking old. Like, it was time we started thinking about what Earth we're going to leave behind for Keith Richards.
Oh right, him.
That guy.
Yeah.
They both look pretty unhealthy, is what I'm saying.
Looks like Groucho Marx. That's who I was trying to think of.
Meanwhile, it's 6-1 Kansas City, runner on first with one out, bottom of the fourth.
And we're still mourning the loss of Eddie Money and Rico Kasich here on this channel, and we hope that that third one doesn't happen anytime soon.
Celebrity Death Watch on the Bone Crusher Show. Oh, nice defensive play by Donaldson.
Oh yeah, throws him out at first. We've said this a million times. Donaldson looks great over there at third. He can really play the hot corner.
It's good to see a play like that, because when things are going bad, it's easy for that to be contagious. And you need a good play like that.
And look at the umpire having to duck in the middle of the field there. Nice job by him. So Gordon steps into the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Bottom of the fourth inning, and A-Ball is calling the play-by-play for this last out.
Now, these days, all Larry King does are infomercials. He doesn't have any real shows that I know of.
No, he's completely retired except for that, yeah. This is Larry King for Garlic.
Why would he come out of retirement and do these stupid infomercials?
And he just had like his 7th divorce last week. For some reason, there have been women lined up to marry the guy 7 or 8 times, and all of them have ended a divorce so far. You can Google that right now. Google Larry King divorce. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Gordon.
Gold diggers. They're all gold diggers. And he's happy to marry him.
Larry King for some kind of vitamin C. What was that stuff called? Ester C. Ester C. Back in the late 90s. Larry King for Ester C. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Gordon with 2 outs. And a runner on second base. That one is hit. Fair foul, whatever it is. That was out number 3. So we are through the 4th inning. The Braves will be coming up next. Cervelli, McCann, and Dansby Swanson all due up. And A-Bomb's going to check out now. Thanks so much, Crusher.
All right, A-Bomb, special guest tonight, celebrity play-by-play reaction host. You may know him from his hit show, Coast to Coast. All right, we'll be right back with more play-by-play reaction next. Top of the fifth is underway. That is a upstairs ball. Cervelli is batting for the Braves. Trail by 5. The 1-0 to Cervelli. That's driven pretty well, pretty far, pretty deep, and good night. Cervelli has left the yard. Who is that guy, producer Beth wants to know.
That's the new name.
Just a little crush. 6-2. Braves cut it to 4. All right. Yeah, that 44, the 40-40 Mexican for Golovkin, that is certainly a hell of a number if he can reach that. That is rare air. All right, Brian McCann batting now. He's going to take that for a ball. 1-1. McCann tries to go the other way. That's foul. 1-2. The bamboo shoots in this drink, delicious. All right, Duffy kicks and fires outside, full count. All right, check it, 2-2 to Brian McCann. Again, we want to thank A-Bomb for joining us on the show. Make sure you subscribe to him. He's trying to hit 300. McCann caught looking. NBA opening week just around the corner, October 23rd. And A-Bomb will be bringing you a lot of Hawks coverage. Another reason to subscribe. And Dansby with the base hit. There's a single into left. Bone Crusher's crushing some pork adobo with green beans and bamboo shoots on a bed of white rice. That's a pop-up. Out number 2. Hamilton pops out. So Acuna has been taken out of the game. Ozzy batting now, so Hamilton in for Acuna. Don't know what's going on there, but it seems like it was more than just rest. Count is 0-1 to Ozzy with 1 on, 2 out. Ooh. That got a piece of Ozzy and maybe got a piece of the catcher too. Ozzy's moving slowly. They're going to check him out. Looks like I got him on the forearm. Ooh, yeah, I got him. Got him about right here. Ouch. He's going to go to first. Ozzy trying to shake it off. Literally. 2 on, 2 out for Donaldson. You're welcome, moderator A-Bomb. It's good to be back on the Braves broadcast team. Josh Donaldson, the mullet man. Need some 2-out lightning right here. A little outside, 1-0. Working hard, hardly working. In the dirt, 2-0. Jerry, you want my adobo? All right, the 2-0 to Donaldson. He takes that low. All right. Oh, I thought that was ball 3. It says ball 2. 2-0 to Donaldson. Duffy's pitch count at 75. Hey, though, dear. Oh, Donaldson cannot check his swing there. No. 3-1. That was ball. That was strike 3. Scoreboard operator taking a nap there. All right, here comes the 3-1. Bases are loaded on the walk. Tying run is coming to the plate for the Braves. Hold the phone. This is not over. The handsome terrorist, Nick Markakis. There'll be a mound meeting here. That was a ball. Bases are loaded for Markakis. 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2-0. Duffy getting into some trouble here. His pitch count at 80. And we're in the top of the 5th. Everybody seems ready to get this next. Nope. Markakis is going to have to step out. All right. Getting this next pitch is taking a while to get delivered here. Duffy takes the sign, comes set. The 2-0 pitch, outside, fastball misses. 3-0 to Markakis. I say you do not give him the green light here. Make Duffy throw a strike. Then again, the bases are loaded. One fastball could tie it up. Duffy taking a lot of time. He looks very uncomfortable. That pork adobo is so good. So good. Bamboo shoot, so good. And there is a walk. They just walked a run in. And Dansby crosses the plate. 6-3, Kansas City. All right. This is not over. Hold the phones. Adam Duvall has 3 career grand slams. All right. And the pitch. Adam could not check his swing there. 0-1. All right. Things have slowed down a little bit here. Everybody taking their time, trying to be perfect. Adam sits in, waits for the 0-1 pitch. Duffy rocks and fires. That's a ball inside on the changeup. 1-1 to Adam Duvall. Adam is 0-2 on the night. You know, we had him playing cleanup, batting cleanup some. He's got plenty of power. That misses. 2-1. Chipping away. The 2-1 pitch with the bases loaded. Oh, just caught the bottom of the plate. 2-2. Dude, that grub did hit the spot. Mexican for Golovkin, and at the break, I'm going to go hit the frying pan, eat a little bit more of that. That was a bona fide Filipino dish. And Adam pops that one up. Home run in a phone booth, Harry Carey. Short center field. That is out number 3. Left him loaded. But we pick up some runs. 6-3 now. And I'm going to go crush what's left on that frying pan. We'll be right back with more play-by-play reaction. I made the mistake today of having salad for lunch. I don't know what I was thinking. So by the time I finally ate dinner, I was so hungry I could puke. I bought a garden salad from Wendy's and put a can of tuna on it for lunch. Unfortunately, producer Beth saved the night with some delicious pork adobo. All right, we are back in Kansas City. The Royals are batting now up 6-3, bottom of the fifth. And McBroom is at the plate. Welcome aboard. Mondo is in the dugout. Having a good week so far, yeah. But the week is young. There's a strike. Change up. Caught the bottom of the plate. 0-2 to McBroom. I've been watching a lot of van life. O2 pitch outside. I put a lantern, like a Chinese paper lantern, in my van. So that was the first thing I've done to turn my van into one of those vans you see on Instagram. I mean, it's going to need a lot of work to be one of those vans. Outside, 2-2. But I've gone ahead and loaded all my camping gear into the van. Though I'm probably a good 5 weeks away from camping. Base hit. McBroom gets one through. Had to put a new fuse in the van so I could use the cigarette lighter power supply. Because the radio doesn't work, so I have to listen to all my music on a phone. I think I'm going to buy like a rechargeable smart speaker and put that in the van instead of trying to get buying another stereo to see if it'll work. All right, 6-3 Kansas City. We're in the bottom of the fifth. The Royals are batting. They got a runner on first in McBroom, and O'Hearn batting now. Fouls that off 0-1. Freddie Freeman not playing tonight. If you haven't heard, Freddie Freeman has stayed back in Atlanta to get treatment on his sore elbow. 0-1 pitch downstairs. And it's a good thing that we have the lead we have, that we've clinched, so we can go ahead and rest players that need it, like Freeman. But the Braves not looking really sharp tonight, trying to get that mojo back. We're one big come from behind victory from firing on all cylinders again, getting that mojo going, that momentum back. Hit us up with the like and the sub. Thank you, A-Bomb. Crush the like, pound the sub, hit the share. And there's a line drive into right field. That's going to roll to the wall. Kansas City's going to get another run here. 7-3. There is a double. McBroom comes in to score. But if you have any van-related questions, hit us up in the dugout. The Kansas City Royals come in with 57 wins and 100 losses on the season so far. And they got our number. Bubba Starling is batting now for Kansas City. Nobody out, runner on second. And Swarzak is your pitcher for the Braves. Donaldson takes that and fires it over to Riley at first for out number 1. Runner has to stay put. And with Freeman getting treatment on his elbow, Riley is starting at first tonight. That is outside 1-0 to Valoria. Downstairs on the changeup, 2-0 to Valoria. Kansas City has a runner on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Royals already put 1 up this inning and have a 4-run lead. Swarzak checks the runner and fires that over to home, and that's grounded to Ozzie, who flips that over to Riley in time for out number 2. The runner does advance to third. O'Hearn sitting over at third now with 2 outs. We left him loaded in the top of the 5th. That was tough. Yeah, Mexican for Golovkin. The whole thing is behind me now. 8 weeks of dealing with a messed up car situation. But yeah, I'm driving a van now. I'm a van dude. I got a sweet, sweet van for $1,200. Are you kidding me? You cannot find a better van for $1,200. I mean, for $1,200, you're lucky if whatever you get starts, stops, changes gears, doesn't overheat, tires are in good shape, I got a big ass honking Honda Odyssey, 2002 model, 200 something thousand miles. And there was a recall on that transmission, which has already been replaced with the modified transmission that doesn't have the defect in it. And what else can you ask for? All right, 2-1 to Lopez. Kansas City has a runner on third with 2 outs. Now, I did have to cough up $460 at the DMV to get that thing on the road. 2-1 pitch. And that is going to be tattooed into center field for a base hit. Another run scores. 8-3 Kansas City. Shit. Man, driving that van's like driving your living room around. It's redonk. I got 3 rows of seating, and it's just me and producer Beth. I mean, we can take the cats up to get fixed and stuff. I don't know what else I'm gonna haul around in there. I put my camping gear in there. And that lantern, a paper lantern. There's a strike. 0-1. Whit Merrifield is the batter for Kansas City. He's batting .302 on the season. threw over to first, not in time. And I made a lot of jokes about, you know, van guy this or, you know, my new van attitude, but I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. If you go like to Instagram, I guess I found this on YouTube by typing in van life. I don't know how I even came across this, but there's a whole Instagram culture that called the outside of the zone 0-2 now. And there's a whole culture of young people who are off the grid, they're living in their van and they're modifying their van. I mean, these van renovation videos or van conversion videos are insane. Oh, I can fit a mattress in that thing. That gets away from a can. Runner advances to second. So the third row will fold down and just go flat. So, and then you can remove the second row seats if you want. If you do that, you can put a big ass honking mattress back there. But I've got some air mattresses, some nice air mattresses, and a pump, an electric pump that runs off the cigarette lighter that I've used a few times. It'll be great for camping. I got the tent in there. And if I want to, I can set up the air mattresses in the van. I can sleep in the van if I want. 1-2 pitch. Way upstairs. Little chin music. 2-2. But these van conversion videos I've seen, I mean, people are putting sinks and cabinets in their van. They put like stuff that looks like hardwood floors. I mean, it looks very cozy. Well, I've got a paper Chinese lantern with a little battery-powered light hanging from the third row. That's popped up. Dansby's gonna have that. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna leave the paper lantern up there, but and I don't know how far I'm gonna go in the conversion, but I like to at least have some camper abilities with it. Maybe plug in some margarita machines. Uh-oh. A-Bomb's reporting some buffering, so let's take a break and see if we can get that buffering straightened out. We will be right back. Tonight's buffering is sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Go click on sports fans. All right, the stream health solid. Stream's not bouncing around. Our stream health is at gold, not green. All right, let's see what we can do. Dude, I am stoked to be a van guy now for 1,200 bucks. Yeah, 1,200 bucks isn't gonna get you crap for a car. I was gonna buy a moped. Yeah, Riley pulls that foul. I mean, out here where I live, there's a lot of mopeds. People drive golf carts on the streets too. It's kind of a tourist spot, so there's a lot of moped traffic, and you can get a used moped from one of these rental places for 500-600 cash. Riley hits that hard. It bounces off the mound. The second baseman leaps, grabs it, and throws him out at first. But good contact, at least from Riley. He hit it hard. That bounced off the front of the mound, and that took a little steam out of it. Otherwise, that probably would have been a base hit. So a break for Kansas City there. I'm kind of hoping Riley would get some breaks, get his form back, but no dice. A slow roller to second, on to first. Out number 2. Man, $1,200, you are just not gonna find anything. And somehow, I mean, I went to test drive this thing. That's from these this husband and wife, and they got some adopted kids, and they had another Honda Odyssey in their driveway, and dude had just bought a new car or something. He wanted $1,500 for it. As McCann steps in, catches the outside corner, 0-1. So I'm driving around with a guy, I offer him $1,150, and he doesn't seem to like that. So we get to his place. I'm like, dude, I got $1,200 cash on me right now. That's low. 1-1 to McCann. He says, well, let me go inside for a second. And he comes out like a minute later, maybe 2 minutes later, tops. He was out back very quickly. The 1-1, McCann hits that hard, and there's a base hit in the right center field, a single for McCann. He comes out anyway. He goes, well, I prayed about it, and Jesus wants me to sell you that van for $1,200. Hallelujah. I'll take it. Thank you. And there was like 5 other people lined up to drive it, to test it, and they said, no, we're letting you go first. We told everyone else after you, which usually it's first come, first serve. So anyway, long story short, I was very lucky to get that van. It's in great shape. Welcome aboard, Joshua Mashburn. The MASH unit is here. Inside the Swanson, 1-0. Top of the 6th, 2 out. Running on first for the Braves. We're down by 5. Counts 1-0 to Dansby Swanson. Man, I can drive that van to the Casa Loma. I could drive it to the airport. I can pick up your whole family and drive around that van. I'm gonna convert that thing, put a sink in it, put a compost toilet in there. Swanson pulls that to the shortstop, who throws out McCann for the force at second to end the top of the 6th. Now I'm gonna have to change my Instagram handle to something more van friendly. I'm thinking of, what do you think of this as a handle? John Van Dam. Chew on that for a second. We're coming right back with more play-by-play reaction. Atlanta Braves on the Bone Crusher Show, also sponsored by VHS Digibarn. Turn your old analog VHS tapes into digital gold at vhsbarn.ga. are back in Kansas City. Darren O'Day is your new pitcher for the Braves. He has a 3.18 ERA in 5 games. And he is a submariner, and that's hammered into left field for a base hit. It's a double for O'Day. Or sorry, O'Day just gave up a double. Well, this morning I had waffles, frozen waffles for breakfast, but I want to get a waffle iron and do it upright. And they're easy to make. But one tip I do have about eating waffles or pancakes is don't pour the syrup right on your waffle or your pancake. Put it on the side and dunk it. That way your waffle stays crisp and delicious. And it's not all soggy. Or if you don't want to dip it, just put a little syrup on as you go. All right, Hunter Dozier is the batter now. 1 on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. Kansas City with a 5-run lead. That's popped up. Can McCann get that? That will stay in play. And Brian has that for out number 1. The MASH unit, MIA. The MASH unit, AWOL. Joshua's gone AWOL on us. Gordon batting now for Kansas City. Gord's gold. Gordon Lightfoot. That's fouled off. 0-1. Gordon batting .267 on the season. O'Day takes a sign from McCann and fires that submarine pitch just low. Change up. It's now 1-1 to Gordon. Yeah, I was at the Goodwill store and they had some waffle irons for like $4 or $5 and I didn't buy it. It's like, I don't know when I'm moving or so precarious that I didn't want to buy a waffle iron. I mean, I wanted it. I'm tired of frozen waffles. That's pulled foul. 1-2 to Gordon. And after that waffle's done, I might not even put butter on it. Today we put a little syrup, and one of them I had honey with it, and I put some powdered sugar and cinnamon on that waffle. That's what's up. We're going to send the military police after Joshua. Ooh, that almost hits the batter. 2-2 to Gordon. The Gordon's Fishermen. All right, we got 8 in the box. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you for the audio check, A-Bomb. Moderator on duty and our guest host earlier in the night. If you missed some of that, you can rewind it and catch it. At that time, it did hit the batter. So runners on first and second for Kansas City with 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. 8-3. Royals are leading. Yeah, good Belgian waffle. When I first moved here, I was living in a hotel for what, like 5 weeks, and they had a free breakfast in the morning. You had to get your ass up early and go make your own waffles from scratch. They give you like a cup of batter. So it's like a drink machine, except batter comes out and you sitting there making your own waffles. But now I have a taste for homemade waffles. I don't want the frozen waffles anymore. But I'll eat it. And I got a toaster now, so I'll crush some frozen waffles. That's over for a strike. 0-2 to McBroom. Oh, hell yeah, Mexican for Golovkin. I will crush some chicken and waffles. I gotta admit, that was a dish I didn't really know existed. When did I first learn about chicken and waffles? I don't know, but the first time I heard about it, I instantly said, you know what? I would do that. It just sounded like a good idea. 0-2 count coming up to McBroom. O'Day takes the sign from McCann, comes set and fires the submarine pitch just outside. All right. O'Day delivers the 1-2 pitch to McBroom. That is outside. Does he check his swing? He does. 2-2. Let's see. He might have gone around. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, close call. All right. 2-2 pitch to McBroom. Swing and a miss. There is the first K for O'Day tonight. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, if you search Instagram or YouTube for van life, you'll see some seriously converted vans. And some of those people, they put toilets in their van. They're often it's like a compost toilet, which they'll put like some shredded coconuts in it, and I guess it turns into compost when you use it. I mean, some people just have like a bucket with a seat lid on it. I mean, that's gotta be the biggest caveat to van life, to living in a van, no matter how you convert it. You gotta go somewhere to use the bathroom, or I mean, one lady's like, you know what? I used to have a toilet in here, but I didn't want to shit where I sleep anymore, so she took that out. There's a strike. 0-2. I went 2 to O'Hearn. Yeah, bring a shovel. You might have to go bury that. 0-2 to O'Hearn. O'Hearn taking on O'Day. There's a strikeout on the upstairs pitch. That will end the sixth. 8-3 Kansas City. Hamilton, Ozzie, and Donaldson batting next. And I still don't know why they pulled Acuna. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully we'll have an update on that soon. More play-by-play reaction in just a sec. And thank you for the birthday shout-out in the dugout. A-bomb. Don't even try to get me up in that AARP shit. I ain't that old, son. It's a great time to be silver. Hamilton coming into bat now. As I am ready to pop the top on a Shasta Cola. The sound of refreshment. 0-1 to Billy Hamilton. Downstairs. If anyone has an update on Acuna, why they pulled him. That's a high strike, 1-2. Birthday was Sunday, September 22nd. But I'm not, and Hamilton's gonna pull that foul. I'm not one of those people that makes a big deal about my birthday. I don't take off for work. You know, if you are over, I mean, I guess when you have your sweet 16, you know, you can take off from work. But if you're over 18 and it's your birthday, you're a grown ass man. Get your ass to work. You can celebrate on the weekend. And on Facebook, I went ahead and took that down where people don't get notified that it's my birthday. Because then all I get are like hundreds of happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. No thought behind their post. Hamilton fouls that one off. Still 2-2. I mean, if I type up a happy birthday message for somebody, I try to put a little bit of thought into it. And I've quit doing that because you have to do it every day to keep up with all those people and all their freaking birthdays. Right, A-Bomb? You go to work on your birthday. And Hamilton grounds out there. One away. My last job, I worked with these millennials, and oh, it's your birthday. Oh God, you're gonna jam up to Applebee's or El Sombrero and have people chant "Happy Birthday" to you. That's got to be the worst. Just outside, 1-0 to Ozzy. The 1-0 pitch to Ozzy. Inside 2-0. And speaking of like restaurant workers or any kind of service industry employees, when I go to a restaurant or a convenience store, wherever, I no longer ask, "How are you?" They there's a high strike to Ozzy, 2-1. They might say, "How you doing?" and I'll say, "Oh, good." Or I might say, "What's going on?" But I don't ask somebody that works at McDonald's, "How are you?" because I know they can't give me an honest answer. I know they're probably not in a happy place, and they're just gonna say, "Oh, I'm fine," you know. So I know I don't do that. I don't say, "How are you?" to my cashier. I say, "What's going on? You know, any trouble today? You got to crack any skulls? Anything interesting?" Yeah, it was just another day. You know, if it wasn't for Facebook telling me it's my birthday, I could have easily missed it. Well, between producer Beth and folks like A-Bomb, no one's gonna let me forget it. But that's fine. I don't get like depressed because it's my birthday either. I keep it even Steven. Ozzy fouls that off, 2-2. Braves are down by 5 here in the top of the 7th. Yeah, go to the restaurant. Everyone has this happy birthday clap chant. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I don't even know how those things go. It's like some stupid shit is what it is. Ozzy pops that up. The third baseman will get that. Alan Gregg wants to know how many stolen bases does Acuna have now? I think he's at 36, or is it 37? A-Bomb was talking to me about that off air before the show tonight. The Silver Fox, A-Bomb, the moderator, crushes more puss than guys half his age. Centrum Silver, check into it. And Donaldson grounds out to end the top of the 7th. Still 8-3 Kansas City. 7th inning stretch. The Royals will be batting next. And more play-by-play reaction is on the way. Don't go anywhere. Don't even get up to go to the bathroom. Mexican for Golovkin, 37. He's still a baby. You know, I can tell how old a guy is by the quality or intensity of one's urine stream. You know, you hear a bad prostate in the men's room, you just start, you know, like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, you might, dude, is there anything I can do? You want to borrow a Flomax or something?" You know. That's his strikeouts, not his age. Sorry, Mexican for Golovkin. Well, the post before that said it was A-Bomb saying he's 50 years old, and I'm an idiot. We're talking about age. Yeah, 37 stolen bases. There you go. For my birthday, I went up to TJ Applebee's and had some Dollaritas. It resulted in some Dollaria. And Applebee's is actually, the name is really TJ Applebee's. And I guess it's been a long time since they went by TJ Applebee's. But when you get a credit card receipt, their credit card processor is still set up as TJ Applebee's. I gotta look up, see what TJ stands for. Who is TJ? Where is he now? Oh, 1 pitch to Starling. It's a ball, 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th, nobody out, and the Royals up by 5. And speaking of churn and burn restaurants, Chili's no longer has the baby back ribs, but they still do the baby back, I want my baby back jingle, except they've changed the words for it. So they're very subtle and very slick about it, but they don't have the baby back ribs, but they managed to keep that well-branded jingle. So the average person wouldn't realize that they're not talking about ribs anymore. And I used to really enjoy the rib baskets over at Applebee's, but they changed that up. They did something. And I complained to the manager. He goes, "Well, no, this is the real riblets. What you were getting before wasn't the real." It's like, it tastes like they microwaved it or something. I've never ordered that again. The 2-2 to Starling. Just inside, full count. Well, you can't get your baby backs. You call up Chili's and ask them for some baby back ribs. They'll shut you down. And Alan Gregg with a belated happy birthday, just turned 61. And Starling's gonna hit that down left field line for a base hit. That is a double for the Royals. All right, let's get a subscriber check here. Last check. We are still holding steady at 170 subscribers. Glad to have you all aboard for Braves and Royals. The Braves have clinched and won the division. They've clinched the playoffs. They're trying to get to 100 games. Acuna is trying to get to 40-40, but he has left this game, and I'm still not sure why. Well, Alan Gregg, as a 61-year-old, do you have any advice for A-Bomb, who is now a 50-year-old? What does he have in store for in his 50s? You know, and as I move late into my 40s, you know, you start thinking about things like urine stream quality, late night bathroom trips, wearing flip-flops or sandals with your socks on. Wearing like black dress socks with your flip-flops on. When you turn 50, you no longer dress down after work. You don't change your clothes until maybe you go to bed. You wear slacks all day. Outside for the strikeout. One away in the bottom of the 7th. So thanks for the update. Alan Gregg reports that the Washington Nationals have clinched the wild card. They've clinched that first wild card spot. Still a pretty good race for that last wild card spot. Last time I checked, at least. Let's get together for a Shasta. Oh, base hit, Kansas City. Stroked in right field. Another run will score. It's 9-3 Royals, and there is a double for the Royals. Jeez. Oh, man. That was Lopez with the RBI double. And if you do go have a Shasta somewhere, look for the grapefruit Shasta. That's surprisingly delicious. Alan Gregg's got some sage advice as you approach your silver years. A-bomb, never pass up a chance to tell your family you love them, and never fart in bed. I'm going to tell my family I love them while in bed as I fart. Love you. Or I'll pick my nose and wipe my booger on producer Beth's head while I tell her I love her. No, that was on Family Guy. All right, 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1 to Merrifield. All right. 2-1 pitch. Little low. One out. Runner on second. Bottom of the seventh. Kansas City with a 6-run lead. Count is 3-1 to Merrifield. I don't know, A-bomb. I mean, the cola is pretty good. There's a deep fly ball. Markakis has that. The runner tags from second and advances. So runner on third now with 2 outs. All right, the human peanut comes out, and it's going to be the jitterbug call to the bullpen. So 2 outs, bottom of the seventh, and we are going to break. The goose. Love you. This is my impression of the goose. Oh God, the Yankees are so great. I mean, that guy's got no personality, no emotion. Alan checking in from Lake Sinclair. I know exactly where that is. And he remembers when the Braves came to Atlanta. Wow. All right, well, we'll talk about Lake Sinclair and more play-by-play reaction momentito. We'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Let's get back to it. Uh-oh, there's a shot deep left field. Adam slams in the wall and makes the catch. And there it is, out number 3. Wow, nice. Seeing the replay again. Nice grab there, Duvall. At the wall, but he kept his composure. All right, we're going to the 8th. The Braves down by a ton. Play-by-play reaction sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Click on sports fans. Go ahead and click on the like and subscribe button. And what I have not done tonight is I have not shared our video. I like to share that on some of the Braves Facebook group pages, so get that word out for us. All right, let's get back to Kansas City for more play-by-play reaction with the Braves and the Royals. We're in the top of the 8th. And Markakis gets a hold of that one, and that's going to go all the way to the wall for a double. All right, so first batter, first pitch is a double. Markakis, the handsome terrorist. So Allen doesn't think he'll see a Atlanta Falcons championship in his lifetime. Oh, that's harsh, dude. I remember '98, and of course, that horrible come from behind win by the Patriots. It's hard to even get me to talk about either one of those things, but yeah, there's something for you to chew on, A-Bomb. Think about in your lifetime, will you see a Falcons, championship, Super Bowl championship? Hey, well, if it's going to happen in A-Bomb's lifetime, it better happen soon. Yeah, I mean, you don't usually think about that, but I guess, you get into that age, you got to put in those terms. All right, grounder, but the throw to first is off target, safe at first, and Markakis is able to come home. So there's going to be error there. It's 9-4, Kansas City now. Yeah, the third baseman's throw to first was off the mark, drawing the first baseman off the bag, who couldn't field it. The ball rolls away, and Markakis scores there on the error. Nobody out. Runner on first. There's a fastball in there. Riley batting now. He's 0 for 3 on the night. 0 for the century. Batting .229 with 18 homers and 49 RBIs. Well, thanks for stopping by, Alan. Make sure you crush the sub button on your way out. And hit A-Bomb's channel as well. Subscribe to that. We'll have the rest of the season and the playoffs for the Braves. And the 1-1 coming up to Riley. Outside. All right, 2-1 pitch coming up to Austin Riley. And he fouls that off. 2-2. Let's see what my power supply is doing here. Not good. Riley strikes out. So 1 away. All right, I'm pulling this off the charger for a second. Stretch my legs. There's going to be a mound meeting here. And there's going to be a call to the bullpen, the Jitterbug Wireless call to the bullpen, the cell phone provider for old people like A-Bomb and Greg. It's got really giant numbers because you've got bad vision, because you didn't take your Centrum Silver. All right. So let's put that back on the charger and take a break here. Oh, there is a pitching change. All right, we are back, and it's going to be Hechavarria batting now with 1 out and a runner on first. Top of the 8th, 1 out, 1 on. Downstairs. All right, 1-1 to Hechavarria. Any of you ever met a player actually shaking hands, taking a picture, etc.? I know I've never taken any pictures with any players. I've never met any, I guess, active players. And I'm not going to do any name dropping because I've not spent any quality time with anybody. All right. Well, if we're going to make a comeback, now would be a good time to get some runs here. Runner on first, one out, top of the eighth for Hechavarria. Here comes the 2-2. Does he check his swing? He does. Full count. Ball 4. All right, so 2 on. Now, I did interview over the phone John Rocker. And who was the other guy? Who was the Braves catcher at the beginning of that miracle season? It wasn't Greg Olson. He was not the starting day catcher. What was that guy's name? One and 0 to Murphy. Huh. It's a long time since I saw a Murphy in a Braves uniform. Murphy batting 177. Now, I know A-Bomb and myself saw Bruce Benedict doing, he's a Division II college referee. And Murphy's going to hit that in shallow center. 2 outs. Runners do not advance. We met Coach Dooley walking down the street, former UGA coach. I met Larry Munson, the former announcer for the Bulldogs. And what about you? Dansby takes a strike there, or he couldn't check his swing rather. 0-1, 2 outs, 2 on. Braves down by 5. We need something here. John Rocker is the last player you'd like to meet. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I didn't have a choice with the rocker thing. It was like some instructional camp for kids that they were selling, so you know, it sort of came with the package. It was an okay interview. But But yeah, rocker. That's it. Out to end the top of the eighth. So the Braves couldn't get anything going. We left 2 on. A chance to cut this lead. So it's going to take a very special ninth inning. Bottom of the eighth is coming up next. Now, my friend Chris Davies, he used to work at Reynolds Plantation, which is a very exclusive golf club in Reynolds, Georgia, and you would see some athletes come by there. And this is where Ben Roethlisberger was living. And I guess he still has a house there when he drove into the college town and got in trouble for whatever he did to that young girl. I mean, that was the college I went to. But anyway, over that golf course, Chris is like, these guys that come up there, some of these professional athletes that have come up there, they're all a bunch of douches. They're all a bunch of ego dickhead. Yeah. I mean, you can imagine, like the college or the high school, quarterback. Imagine that and just take it up a few notches. See what kind of person you're dealing with there. Just out of control egos. That's sort of a blanket statement, painting some broad strokes. Well, I can't think of anybody else. All right, let's take a quick break. Well, the break's already over. We'll keep it right here. I was too busy lamenting that John Rocker interview. Martin is your new pitcher for the Braves. Chris Martin, 56 games this year, 1-3 record with a 3.48 ERA. And he's got a 5-62 walk to K ratio. Pretty good. Hunter Dozier batting now for the Royals. Bottom of the eighth, no one on, no one out. I still do not have an update on Acuna, why they pulled him. The 0-1. That's outside. 1-1 to Dozier. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I think I'll do my next show from the van. And here comes the 1-2 to Dozier. 96 miles an hour on the gun. Hit foul. mean, you know you're old when there are no longer any professional athletes your age. There's a strikeout from Martin. I think the field goal kicker for the Falcons is 46. So, what am I? I guess I'm 46 now. So there's still a handful of professional athletes. So there can't be many. How many 46-year-olds are in any pro sport besides golf or bowling? There's no 46-year-old NBA players. How old is Vince Carter? Is he like 40? I mean, that's ancient for basketball. And we've seen some old pitchers. You know, you think about Phil Niekro. He was an old man pitching. But once there's no one, you know, your age left in professional sports, you just have to figure that your chances of going pro are pretty slim at that point. All right, 1-1 count. Gordon is your batter for the Royals. And the pitch for Martin. That's skied to shallow right field. And Markakis has that. 2 away. Did anybody think of some athletes that are older than me? All right, McBroom is batting for the Royals now with 2 outs. All right. The 1 McBroom, swing and a miss. Two outs, nobody on. Count is 0-2 to McBroom here in the bottom of the 8th. Martin kicks and fires. Fastball outside, 1-2 to McBroom. Martin takes a sign from McCann, kicks and fires in the dirt. 2-2. All right, 2-2 pitch. Downstairs, full count to McBroom. I'll make a little video of my van so y'all can see what's up. Struck him out on the low curveball. Whew. All right, going to the top of the ninth. Braves' last chance. Down 9-4. All right, tonight's play-by-play reaction is sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Go click on sports fans. Say to the 4 people we have in the box tonight. I guarantee as we get in the playoffs, this is going to be a busy, busy place. So make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be teaming up with A-Bomb to bring you every single postseason game. Sup? Top of the ninth is about to get underway. It's going to be Billy Hamilton batting. He came in for Acuna. They pulled him out. I still haven't heard what happened there. Sounded like it was more than just some rest, so we'll have to see there. No. 90 gun outside, 2-0 to Hamilton. The Braves need 5 runs to tie it in the top of the ninth. That is a lot to ask. But I have sat through bigger blowouts before, hoping for a comeback. And Hamilton fouls that off. Will it stay in play? Does not. 2-1 to Hamilton. Nobody on, nobody out. I mean, when I was a kid, I don't care if we were getting blown out. I mean, we had some bad teams back in the 80s. We could be down by a dozen in the ninth, and I'd still be like, yeah, we could come back. I'm going to watch this. And every 2-3 years, you would come back. It'd be great, too. 2-1 pitch to Hamilton, swing and a miss. The whiff. And my battery is on about 15%, so hopefully it'll finish here, or the game will finish before the battery does. 17%. All right, the 2-2 to Hamilton. Foul. Are there any 50-year-old professional players? And Hamilton's going to get a piece of that one. And soft serve single in the center. Runner on first. Nobody out. Are there any professional athletes that are 50 You know, besides golfers, really. I'll even take bowlers. Are there any? There's probably a couple competitive bowlers in their 50s. I know, pretty demanding sport. Maybe not. There's no 50-year-old kickers. I mean, soccer is a kind of a young man's game. All right, Ozzy Albies. So I'm going to take that upstairs, 1-0. You know, and there's no age limit on being an Olympian. Fouled off. So maybe I could be an Olympian still. In what? What would be my Olympic sport? And I'm not sure that X Games stuff in the Olympics is a sport. The 1-1, I suppose it is, but I don't know if it should be an Olympic sport. I mean, some of those things they do, those X game kind of stuff, that probably should be in there. Some of the stuff they do on those half pipes is pretty cool. And there's a shot into deep right field to the wall. Tracking, and gone. 2-run homer. Ozzy Albies cuts this lead to 3 here in the top of the 9th. And guess what? There's still nobody out. "24 homers on the season and 84 ribeye steaks for Ozzy Albies." He corked that one. Got some torque into his torso and totally crushed it, brah. Over the Pepsi sign and out of here. And there's a base hit up the middle. Donaldson keeping the momentum going. This is not over. All right. The chop has come out in Kansas City. And that, I guess, is just off the plate. Lucky call for the Braves there. 1-0 to Markakis, the handsome terrorist. Steps into the runner on first and nobody out. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Markakis has had 2 doubles and a walk tonight. All right, here's the 1-1. Oh, that just caught the corner. 1-2 to Markakis. This game's not over. Braves fans, get in here. That's why you never leave a game early. 1-2 count to Markakis. The pitch, and he fouls that off. Let me reset this for you. If you're just joining us, top of the ninth, nobody out. Runner on first. Ozzy just had a 2-run homer for the Braves. And the Royals are leading 9-6. Ooh. Looks like Markakis fouled off a pitch he should have just left alone. 1-2 to the handsome terrorist. Markakis waits for the 1-2. Kennedy pitches a double play. Yeah. 2 away here in the top of the ninth now. Yep, they got him. The Braves down to their last out. Trailing by 3. That double play hurts. Welcome to the dugout. And that's downstairs. Hieroglyph. Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyph. Welcome to the dugout, Hieroglyph. Count is 1-0 to Duvall. 2 out, nobody on. All right, 2-0 to Adam Duvall. If anyone can leave the yard in a hurry, it's Adam. Oh, frame job. That was a ball. All right, 2-1 pitch coming up to Duvall. Kennedy takes the sign, comes set, kicks and fires. Popped up. All right, center fielder Starling's going to have that for out number 3. And that will end the game, and the Braves come back. Well, we gave it a ride there in the ninth. Try to make a run at it. But came up a little empty. Tomorrow the Braves will be playing the Royals again. Same first pitch time, I believe, 7:45 Eastern. But tonight, the Braves lose 6 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. The Royals had 9 runs off 12 hits and 1 error. Final score 9-6, Kansas City over the Royals. We play them again tomorrow night, 7:10 Central, 8:10 Eastern. Oh. Yeah, we are so close to getting to 100 games, brah. But I think more important than that is just to be playing well at that time. You can have 100 wins, and if you're limping to the finish line, you might get crushed in the playoffs. I don't. Do we have a update reaction slate? Probably not. Let's see. Okay, no, we don't. All right, tomorrow, 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern, Braves and team we're playing tonight. Kansas City Royals, 7:15 Central. With Friday, the Braves kick off a 3-game series with the Mets. Crush the like and the subscribe button for my channel and A-Bob's channel, and you will not miss any Atlanta Braves play-by-play reaction from the panhandle of Northwest Florida. This is the Bone Crusher saying peace out. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Mexican for Golovkin, Hieroglyphics, Alan Gregg. I think Alan's already left the building. Thanks Thanks for stopping by. The MASH unit, Joshua Mashburn is here. Playing a Shasta for everybody. All right, let's wrap this up. Yanni McYonner.